Welcome back to the channel for Right Time Watches here in Denver, Colorado. Today we are very excited to share with you a long overdue look at one of our most unique brands, Graham. This is the Graham Chronofighter GMT that we'll be reviewing here today. Before we dig into the details on this amazing wristwatch, we'll invite you to subscribe to our channel so that you can catch all of our upcoming content. Let's go ahead and open this watch up and take a look. George Graham, an Englishman who lived in the late 1600s, was one of the greatest pioneers in watchmaking and clockmaking respectively. He was responsible for many improvements in technology that helped with accuracy in different conditions. He was also responsible for pioneering the pocket watch. It's out of that history that Graham Watches was born. Since those beginnings in 1695, Graham Watches have taken a long journey that have gotten us to where we see them before you today. Graham Watches in modern times are manufactured in the heart of Switzerland in La Chaux-de-Fonds, and they create beautiful watches like this one. This is the Graham Vintage Chronofighter GMT. The design overall is extremely beautiful, and the chronograph function is quite functional. This stunning Graham Chronofighter has a really wonderful design. The dial is a beautiful sunburst brown with two black subdials with red accents throughout. The handset is gorgeous and white, which makes it quite legible on this dark dial. As you can see, we've got a chronograph function and a GMT, making this an extremely functional watch in addition to being beautiful. The case is mostly polished with a nice kettlebell style shape here on the outside, and a beautiful GMT bezel here surrounding the dial. As you can see here on the left, we've got a quick action trigger chronograph system, which I'll demonstrate here for you shortly. We also have a big date here at 12 o'clock. As you get from the name Chronofighter, this is a chronograph watch that was made for fighter pilots. The reason that the chronograph function is on the left side of the case is if you were wearing this watch on your left wrist, you'd be able to reach it and activate it easily with your right hand, as so. If you pull that quick trigger, that's what activates your moving chronograph, and it stops it just as well. And this pusher here at the top is what resets it for you. Really functional when it comes to chronograph usage while on the wrist. This watch comes equipped on a beautiful brown leather strap with cream accented stitching here on the outside. You'll also see that we have a curved end which meets up nicely with the case, leaving less of a gap here between the case and the lugs in the strap. Really well thought out and nicely designed. The buckle here at the end of the leather strap is also significant, polished, and very well made. The case back on this watch has a beautiful exhibition window through which you can see this gorgeous Swiss automatic movement. Surrounding the exhibition window, we see the brand Graham, the history since 1695, and information on the water resistance of 100 meters. This is a bit of a larger watch, especially when you take into account this chronograph over here on the left side. I'll try and get measurements without, and then I'll give you a quick measurement with, just so you can get an idea. Coming in at 44 millimeters at the widest part of the case itself, the overall length, or lug to lug, comes in at 51.5. The thickness, relatively significant as this is a chronograph, 16.8. The total width here, if you include this chronograph pusher and quick action trigger, is 53.6. However, as this is on the left side of the case, it's not going to impede your hand or wrist movement, so it'll wear more like the true 44 that it is. And here's a look at this amazing piece on my 8-inch wrist. As I said, it's a relatively large watch, but it feels right at home on a wrist like my own. But as you can see from that lug distance, there's space on either end, so a slimmer wrist should still be able to wear this. Even though it's significant, it's extremely comfortable. This strap is very high quality and quite soft considering the thickness. Overall, this is a great wear. If the brown dial doesn't quite suit you, it's also worth seeing that this gorgeous watch comes in a striking sage green, as you can see here on the right. Between the two colorways, we should find something for any wearer to enjoy. The overall design and styling of this version is almost identical, but that dial color is obviously different, and it comes on a green canvas style strap instead of that gorgeous brown leather that we saw before. This does fit with that military Chronofighter theme and matches really well with the dial. For anyone looking to add an extremely unique and eye-catching piece to their collection, these Graham Chronofighter GMT vintage watches would definitely fit the bill. If you'd like to purchase one of these or any of our other watches, please visit us at righttime.com or give us a call and we'd be happy to help out. As always, thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you next time at Right Time.